3 council members did not appear at the first commission session. They did not send word. They simply were not where they had been, apartments emptied, identities dissolved, the particular traces of a long-practiced departure executed with the precision of people who had rehearsed disappearing for 200 years. The council calls them the Dissenters. Zenith uses the word carefully, the way you use a word that has not yet decided what it means. Their names, in human registries, a woman named Hana in Osaka, a man named Dmitri in Volgograd, an older man named Thomas who had been a professor of classical history in Athens for 40 years. Different continents. Different covers. A single point of agreement: the new protocol is not a correction but a catastrophe. The conversation should not have begun. What has been opened cannot be safely managed. The only responsible action is containment. Varel knew Hana. She had been in Japan across 3 of his identities, and in the long stretches between council convergences they had spoken, not with the directness humans use, but with the sideways honesty that comes from shared observation across a long shared century. She was not cruel. She was not wrong, exactly. She was afraid, and she had converted that fear into a principle because principles are more manageable than fear. He understands that. He had done it himself for 150 years. What he cannot do is find her. The commission assigns its first joint task force, Myra's investigators, paired with 2 council members willing to help trace the dissenters through the deep channels of alien communication. It is the first time human and council intelligence work has been combined. It is, Myra notes, awkward in the way that all genuinely new things are awkward, not because anyone is doing anything wrong, but because the framework for doing it right does not yet exist. The search turns up traces. Not locations. The dissenters are too careful for that. But resonances, the particular disturbance left in the fabric of human systems when something not quite human has moved through them. Financial records in 3 cities. A pattern of missing surveillance footage. The same model of phone, purchased cash, in Osaka, Athens, and a city in Kazakhstan, on the same day. They are not hiding. Hiding implies waiting to be found. They are preparing. Varel sits in his office in Portland on a November evening and thinks about Hana. About the last time they spoke, before the broadcast, when she had said, "We are the last restraint between them and their own capacity for destruction." She had believed it entirely. He had believed it too. He believes the belief was wrong. He does not believe she is wrong to have held it. That is the difficulty. The dissenters are not monsters. They are members of a council that spent 2 centuries convinced that caution was love. Some of them have not yet found the distance to see that the caution had become a wall. He adds a note to his log. 42 entries tonight, the same as always. The city goes on below, assembling itself from noise and light and the particular human courage of continuing, which is different from all other kinds of courage and more common, and which he has spent 2 centuries trying to find the right word for.